what sequel for Titanic would you like to see?
I think we're going to get to that, actually.
Oh,
We are.
We are. Yeah. Hi, welcome back to the TopHouse podcast. We are TopHouse, or at least 3/4 of it. I'm Joe, and there's Andy and Jesse. William is in Ireland, walking. I think he's walking in Ireland. Okay.
Walking in America.
Wow. Well, this is exciting, isn't it,
I
Jesse?
can hear the excitement in your voice, Joe. Cheers.
Cheers. It's exciting because today we're talking about something that Jesse is really, really passionate about. Are remakes and sequels ruining movies?
Are we talking about John Wick 4?
John Wick 4. We could talk about John Wick. I've never seen it. This is going to be my, I'm going to do poorly on this one. Because I've only seen like one movie.
Just say Ridley Scott and no one will know you're a fake, Joe.
Okay. So this is an interesting fact to begin with. In 2025, there will be more than 30 sequels, prequels, reboots, or live action remakes coming out in theaters or on streaming platforms. So today, we are talking about the seemingly endless streams of sequels and remakes. And at the end of the episode, we'll talk about some movies Hollywood might have missed that might actually need a good sequel. So let's do it. Are remakes and sequels ruining movies?
Oh man, I feel like you're the most plugged in with pop culture, so
that may be true, but I don't know. The funny thing is, this year, one of the most popular movies of the year was Sinners, which was an original horror movie.
I keep hearing about this one, and I haven't
seen it either, but I've heard good things.
We almost watched it in Colorado.
Oh.
But it was like $3.95 and we're not made of money.
No.
We watched Monkey Man instead.
Monkey Man. That's so funny. I just watched a movie called The Monkey, which is about a wind-up toy monkey that when you wind it up, it kills someone in horrific ways.
Oh, wow.
Whoa. It was really funny.
That's pretty cool.
It was actually
this guy also killed people in horrific ways.
What a coincidence.
It was kind of like Indian John Wick.
Oh.
John Wick.
It was interesting.
There were some cool action scenes, but anyway, tell us about
sequels and prequels. Why?
Well,
why do we have sequels and prequels?
I think the why is that as the years go on and as life becomes more of a vale of tears, things get more expensive. And one of the things that gets more expensive, among other things, is movies. And since movies are primarily an investment, it's a business where people put money into the movie and then they hope that movie makes money and they get more money back than they put into the movie. But as those amounts of money that are going into the movie get bigger, the amount of risk that people are willing to take on movies shrinks. So people are more likely to go see something that they already know what it is than they are to not. Because if you've been to a movie theater before, you know that it's not that fun sometimes because somebody might take off their shoes and like start playing footsie with your head or like throw popcorn.
Oh, wow.
Or like set off fireworks, and the more that happens, the less likely people are going to go to a movie unless it's Marvel Man 57.
I feel like I'm less inclined to see a movie if it's a sequel.
I'm just less inclined to see movies anyway.
That's kind of true. Days. Also, there's a big, you don't really, I don't know about you, but I almost never hear about movies that are going to be in theaters these days, unless it's Marvel Man 57 or like maybe the next Christopher Nolan movie, because I think that whole team advertises a lot. But beyond that, like, you might be walking by a theater and you see all the, it's not a marquee, what are those called? The big posters out front. And you're like, I haven't heard of any of these movies.
Like, where does movie marketing happen? It's all social media, I guess, right?
It used to be
because it used to be like TV commercials, and just going to the movie theater. That's where I found out about like 90% of new movies was at the theater, and now Yeah, now I really couldn't tell you what has come out
Yeah.
in the last like year, unless I randomly go to a movie.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I remember when I go to movies now, before the movies, is the Nicole Kidman ad that plays before the movies, where she's sitting in the theater and she's like, "This is why theaters are magic."
Oh yeah.
What's the reason why?
I don't remember that
She's
part.
just sitting in it.
I think that it's like theaters are trying to almost give you the same feeling as going to a concert gives you, where it's like a shared experience, but it's really
Except
not
every
though,
time I've
'cause
gone to
you're
the theater since COVID,
it's like really quiet.
I've been one of 4 people in the theater.
I've never been in a packed theater since COVID.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess it goes on like all ends, because it's like the consumer wants to take less risk, so they want to go to a movie that they already recognize, but then also all the funding for the studio or wherever they get their money is like, oh yes.
You wonder if maybe during the golden age of Hollywood and a little after, the means were a bit different, but it was still ultimately the same thing. Like maybe John Wayne movies were sold because John Wayne played the same character in every movie, whether he was a cowboy or like a World War II sergeant. And so the movie may have technically been different, but they're still selling familiarity. And maybe familiarity these days is really only represented by Marvel Man 57 or Tom Cruise Does Crazy Stunts Part 16.
Yeah.
Which are pretty awesome movies.
Well,
it's the Mission Impossible movie.
Interesting too, because even in the golden age of movies, whatever, I don't know what that is actually, but
It's like the 20s or 30s. Golden age of Hollywood.
I mean, there's that, but then there's also, I think people refer to like the 70s as a golden age, because back then you could still have like an actor with a receding hairline, like being a slow burn about
Chinatown.
I was thinking of Chinatown in my head. That's so
great.
funny. But
So
yeah,
shouldn't have left the gold standard.
But I mean, I guess what I was saying is like even all the gold standard movies are kind of based on familiarity in it to some degree. I mean, there's, I guess you have, there's a lot that are just original movies that are original from the beginning, but some like the best movies ever are just based on books or like myths or fairy tales or anything like that. So it's
Deeper
like
cultural stories.
and so the movie itself might be like the first of its kind, but it's already based on something that people are familiar with.
that's true.
Yeah, like
That's
Casablanca, the movie, is based on the White House.
Wow.
Ridley Scott.
Yeah, I was gonna say Ridley Scott. Yeah, he did Alien.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, this is an interesting question. How do all these remakes impact how younger generations experience some of these stories? Actually, maybe before we ask that question, maybe we should preface it with what the stories are that we think of as like what are some of like the great movies that are originals, from either the 20s and 30s or the 70s that are
John Wick 1.
John Wick 1 from the 1973 Ridley Scott movie, John Wick.
I mean, like some of like the like when I think of the classics or whatever, obviously for me, I think of nerdy movies from like Star Wars or Indiana Jones or
Indiana Jones. Yeah, maybe that's as far back as I was never that into older movies as a kid growing up, except for maybe Indiana Jones. But even then, I maybe talked about this on one of the other episodes, but the first Indiana Jones, if you watch it, you can actually imagine the whole movie taking place without Indiana Jones, and it still works. Like none of his actions actually change any of the outcome, and it's pretty funny. Wow. But it's still an entertaining movie to watch. Store.
Okay, so what are more of these classics? Like, yeah, Star Wars, Indiana Jones. I think of like, I don't know, James Bond or
That's a good one.
That's it.
That's basically it. Those are the big ones.
Ridley Scott.
I can only think of some of my favorite. I'm thinking of The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, which is not that old of a movie. I think it was 2010s or something. But I just remember it being a fun, adventurous, sort of a fresh idea, to me at least, kind of a movie.
It was pretty fun.
Have you ever seen Crash?
No.
It's a mini plot. You know what a mini plot is? Where it's like there's maybe 7 or 8 characters and they all kind of have their own storyline.
Like concurrently?
Yeah, they may or may not kind of converge with each other, but that was a cool movie. But I guess, you guys haven't heard of that one, or maybe you forgot it if you've watched it. Secret Life of Walter Mitty is a personal favorite. So I don't know if any of these like really qualify as classics.
Yeah.
What's a classic movie aside from Avengers Endgame or something from more recent?
Well, I'm not just thinking like recent. I'm thinking like what are the movies that are getting remakes right now because the originals were classics?
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic. That's a great example.
Mm-hmm.
Or like the King Kong movies, that's like a never ending franchise.
Godzilla.
And so I guess I'm like wondering like what made the originals so prolific that they're still getting reboots and sequels. And then, the question is kind of like, how do younger generations experience the originals in light of all the new movies? Like, do the originals hold up for these, or are they just like cult classics that aren't really good in themselves anymore? I don't know.
It's almost the same in music too, when you have like somebody does a cover of a classic song and then maybe a younger kid doesn't know that that's a classic song and they grow to really like it. And then they listen to the classic song and they think this is okay, but it's maybe a little off, a little weird. I imagine it's probably pretty close in the movie world,
Huh. Yeah.
I mean, I think of just in our own lives, like the prequel Star Wars movies came out when we were kids. And I mean, I still appreciated and loved the original Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
I thought they were better at the time, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, episode 1 is still, just because that came out like right in little kiddom for me. So Phantom Menace.
I'm like afraid to touch Star Wars in this episode because we could probably talk about that for
that's true.
Like
maybe we
10
should
hours.
maybe we should table Star
Ridley
Wars.
Scott.
Yeah, he did
Alien.
Yeah, and
Star Wars.
He did some good movies.
Yeah.
Have you seen Gladiator, Joe?
I have. Ridley Scott.
That's
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good example actually. Gladiator just had like Gladiator 2 just came out. And that was
how was that, Joe?
It was fine. I don't know. What's interesting, like that's actually a good example of a movie that made me rewatch the original with a more critical eye. I rewatched the original thinking, like remembering like, okay, Gladiator 1, one of the best movies ever, Ridley Scott. And then Gladiator 2 came out. So I was like, well, there's no way it's going to be as good as Gladiator 1. And so then I rewatched the first one with that like kind of critical eye of like, this is the best movie ever, right? And then I watched it and I was like, it is really good, but is it the best movie ever? I'm not really sure. Like I was like, some really cool action, but like not like really amazing music. I think the music like makes Gladiator like it does in so many movies. But I didn't like rewatch it and then walk away thinking like solidified that was indeed the best movie I'd ever seen in my life. But then I watched Gladiator 2 and I was like, that's definitely not as good as Gladiator 1. Yeah,
I haven't seen Gladiator 2.
I'm saving it. Strikes me as an airplane movie.
Oh, that's exactly where I watched it.
Really?
It was on the air. That's where I watch like 100% of my movies is on airplanes.
I'm saving it for that special airplane ride.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Well, which franchise has been done the dirtiest with sequels and spin-offs?
I think we agreed not to talk about it.
Yeah. All right. Which franchise has been done the second dirtiest with sequels and spin-offs?
Well, actually, what do you guys think of the newer Indiana Jones ones? Because I remember when Kingdom of the Crystal Skull came out and everybody was like, we don't like this. And then the 5th one, I forget the name of that one, The Dial of Time or something, came out and a lot of people rewatched the 4th one and they thought, oh yeah, this was just a fun adventure movie. You know, it like grew, it matured over time. I don't know how people perceived the original 3 because I wasn't around, but I don't know. Did you guys watch 4 and 5?
I have not seen 5.
I haven't either.
It's pretty fun.
But I do remember going to 4 and walking away and being like, that was the worst movie I'd ever seen. But yeah, you're right there.
No,
when I
it's
look back on it, I'm like, it was a fun movie.
What was the question? Second dirtiest
franchise. What's the second dirtiest franchise? No. What franchise has been done the dirtiest? The second dirtiest.
Man.
I'm trying to like think of like sequels that I've truly hated, or like reboots that I've truly hated, and it's hard to think of many. I feel like my like criteria for movies is pretty low though. Like I like to be entertained. I feel like that's like
first and foremost.
Yeah, I'm like, okay. I mean, I really appreciate when a movie has a deeper message or makes me walk away feeling something. Like, you know, Lord of the Rings is good on like another level beyond just entertainment, I think. Or like certain movies like have a weightier side to them that I like, but if it's at least entertaining, I can enjoy it. Like I love the King Kong movies. King Kong Skull Island is like the coolest movie ever. Like I could watch that every day. And
I never intentionally watch King Kong or Godzilla movies. The newer ones, I've only ever seen them kind of in passing or in the background. And then every time they're on, I'm really into it. Whatever's going on. I'm like, I like watching giant monsters destroy stuff, apparently. What does that say about me?
It says you're Japanese.
It says I'm Japanese.
What's like the I almost feel like, okay, here's what I think. I think the franchise that's currently kind of ruining themselves with sequels is Marvel, to me.
Sure.
Because it's like, and it's not really that they're like making reboots and everything, because I know it's an ongoing thing and it's still kind of all relatively new. I do kind of wish that they had just stopped after Endgame for like, you know, just give it like 15 years and then pick it back up again or something. But that to me feels like the most, like, at least in the last 5 to 10 years, it's felt the most cash grabby. I mean, it's just everything that's coming out.
It's crazy that they had Endgame or whatever, and then the next year was COVID, which just completely shifted everything in culture and outside of it. And so it's like you reach this conclusion and then you've got to kind of revamp things up, but at the same time, just the entire, like, everything in society has shifted. So it's like, it is really interesting. It's like they got left behind. I think COVID killed Marvel.
Interesting.
What about, is Fantastic Beasts a prequel?
Oh, right. The Harry Potter thing.
Yeah. Because I saw the first one of those.
Those are rough. The first one's fine, but the other, they're kind of rough.
Okay, that's what I've heard. Because the Harry Potter one's obviously super prolific and popular and famous, and everybody loves it.
They're remaking the Harry Potter.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing a series though, or a show, right? Yeah. Oh man,
it's kind of cool
on HBO. So that's interesting.
You have to revisit this.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that might be one that is being done dirty. Dirty Harry. Dirty Harry Potter.
You punk.
If I make my move,
go ahead, punk. Make my day.
That'd be the best, like the best collab of all time. Like a Clint Eastwood as Harry Potter.
Like 90-year-old Clint Eastwood playing Harry Potter.
That'd be amazing. That would be one. That would be a good reboot. That's the definition of a good reboot.
44 Magnum, toughest hand wand in the world.
Is Clint Eastwood still alive?
Yeah, he's still making movies.
Okay. Wow.
I think Jurassic Park. I mean, it's hard to say. I can't say I hate them because they're the only dinosaur movies out there, and you just gotta love dinosaur movies. But they're a far cry from that first one.
What happened? Did you guys ever see Twisters?
I did, yeah.
I only watched it on someone else's screen on a flight. You know how you do that?
Yeah.
You just watch other people's movies and wonder what's going on. And it looked like a wholesome, like everybody's on the same team. There's like one cocky guy.
Yep.
But then he learns the value of family or whatever. I don't know.
That's basically it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Cool. I don't remember too much of the first one. Except for that scene where the house blows across.
There's a new one of those, right? Is that a reboot or a sequel?
That's the one I was talking about.
Is that the one you're talking?
Yeah.
But you watched the original one on someone else's flight?
No, I watched the new one on a flight.
Oh, okay. Have you haven't seen the original?
I think I have, but it's been so long I don't remember enough about it.
But that's a reboot or a sequel?
I guess it's a reboot.
It's like a
both.
It's both.
A requel boot.
Yeah, I haven't seen either of those.
What can you think of any movies, Nate?
Top Gun. That
was actually pretty awesome.
Pretty
movie.
dope.
That was entertaining.
It's just that falls into the
Tom Cruise stunts
does
part 7. Yeah.
I've been watching all the Mission Impossibles again right now because I haven't seen, because they just like ended it, and I have not seen it yet. I haven't seen the latest 2, and so I've been kind of watching all of them because I really like those movies, and those are. I really, really love a good Tom Cruise movie. That falls into my criteria of like, am I entertained? The answer is yes.
Right. You think they'd rename them to Mission Improbable or something by now? Because clearly it's been like 6 movies, and be like, if anybody can do this, it's Tom Cruise and his team.
Okay, what do you think is the worst sequel ever made?
That I've seen? Man.
Or maybe what's like a really unnecessary sequel? Even if maybe the movie wasn't like the worst movie you've ever seen, but it was like, why did they make that? And we can't talk about Star Wars.
Yeah, sure. I mean, Gladiator 2 feels
that's pretty fair. Yeah. Gladiator 2 fits the bill.
Jeez.
I know there's one. Mm-hmm. There's something lingering.
I know.
I feel
back burner.
I was really mad when they came out with Finding Dory.
Oh, sure. I haven't seen that one.
I watched it, and it was a fine movie, but I was pretty mad. I was like, why are we doing this?
Like Toy Story 4.
Right. Like all the new Pixar movies that they're coming out with, and it's like a super smart move by Pixar, I guess, because all of us were children and now we have, money to spend and or kids of our own. And so of course we're going to go see the sequel to Monsters Inc. And a lot of them are like good. University. Like a lot of the sequels have been really good, I think, but they've also been
just more forgettable,
kind of unnecessary.
John,
I'm just like, like a little more forgettable. Like I can't tell you what happened in Finding Dory at all, but
I liked Monsters University.
I did too. Yeah.
It was a fun one.
I didn't see that one.
Oh, really?
I'll have to watch it.
But like Cars 2, I don't know what happens in Cars 2. Sure.
Oh yeah, aren't there like 6 of those?
I don't know.
Oh no, that's Fast and Furious. So there's like
Cars
10 of those.
For grown-ups.
I genuinely and sincerely hope that they never stop making Fast and Furious movies. I hope that when I'm like in my 90s, they're still making them, and I guess
the titles get shorter and shorter. But it's just 16.
Vin Diesel on like an electric walker.
Yeah. Do you imagine Vin Diesel like racing old folks through an old folks home? And there's some kind of isolated old folks home story where they have to save the world from this old folks home. That sounds like a movie.
It sounds like something
that we should throw lots of money at.
Okay, what about any sequels that you actually liked more than the original?
Shrek 2.
Ooh, yeah.
Interesting.
Wow, Shrek's
maybe
solid.
That's controversial.
No, that's solid.
I just loved Shrek 2 as a child.
I know people who would agree with you. Like,
I don't know if I loved it more than, but I feel like it is equal. I feel like Captain America 2.
That's
Winter Soldier.
Totally.
Because I also loved the first one, but then Captain America 2, that was the movie that made me realize, you can make sequels.
Yeah, Winter Soldier's great.
Aliens was pretty good, but I like Alien better.
I remember seeing Prometheus.
A lot of people hate Prometheus, but I love Prometheus.
I enjoyed it, but they're all the same movies, right? Ridley Scott?
Well,
that's actually a great example of, that's one that I would say is like,
you think Aliens
I love Prometheus. No, I think Prometheus is one of the coolest movies.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I hate it. Like, I hate movies like that, but they're so good.
What's funny is Alien was Ridley Scott. Aliens was James Cameron, I believe.
Oh.
And then...
Did he do Avatar?
And Titanic, which should get a sequel. Yeah. But then I think Ridley Scott did Prometheus. Somebody fact check me in the comments if I'm wrong.
Wait, what?
Wait, who did
sequel?
Prometheus?
Ridley Scott did Prometheus.
Oh.
I was actually right. What sequel for Titanic would you like to see?
I think we're going to get to that, actually.
Oh.
Oh, we are.
We are. Yeah.
Man.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned to the end, apparently.
I guess would you say that Prometheus is a sequel?
It's more of a prequel.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it is a prequel, isn't it? And it feels like it's also standalone enough. Because I guess it is.
I feel like I remember really liking the first two Shreks, kind of forgetting the third Shrek, giving up on the fourth one, but then actually seeing the fourth one and thinking, wow, this isn't actually all that bad. I couldn't tell you what happens in it. I think it's Shrek Forever After with a number 4.
that tracks.
But
I don't think I've even
it.
seen 3 or 4.
Oh, really?
Which is funny because I had 2 on VHS growing up. I had both of them on VHS. I watched both of them quite a bit, but I never saw the third or fourth.
Are there only 4? Or are there 5?
Oh man, I don't know.
There's 4. The 5th one's coming out, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And then there's 2 Puss in Boots.
Oh, Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
That's another interesting thing. Like spin-offs,
yeah.
Like where you just have a character who's sort of popular, so you make a whole movie based off of them.
Yeah. Didn't Walking Dead do that with
They did.
Norman Reedus? Is that his name?
There's a bunch of different ones.
Man.
I feel like that's really popular.
Better Call Saul.
From
Breaking Bad by Ridley Scott.
Oh.
Have you seen Breaking Bad?
No.
You should watch it.
Everybody calls me Pinkman though. And by everybody, I mean like one coworker I had once.
What?
They would just call me Pinkman just because my name is Jesse.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
It was a very obvious association.
Yeah.
that they made.
I should have clocked that.
Yeah. It wasn't that I was like selling meth or anything. I was just serving food. My name is Jesse.
That'll do it.
Are there any sequels that have made the original better? The only thing I can think of with this, and I know I said we wouldn't talk about it, but I'm thinking Star Wars. It's not exactly this. It's not like a sequel, but I'm thinking how the Clone Wars series made the prequels better, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Because it filled in a bunch of gaps and really teased out the storyline of Anakin turning to the dark side and all that, but we won't talk about that.
I remember as a kid, I'm going to talk about it. I remember as a kid being like really loving Phantom Menace, and then the second one came out, Attack of the Clones, and I remember not finishing it because I was so bored. Because I was a kid, I just wanted to see some action. I didn't care about lore, story. So I fell asleep or went to sleep or left the room.
Did you ever finish it?
I think many, many, many years later. Actually, somewhat recently, within the past maybe 4 years, I finally watched Revenge of the Return of the Sith. What's the third one called?
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. Because I realized I had pieced together that movie through playing Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh, sure.
Which was a highly educational experience for me. But I hadn't actually seen that movie. So I was like, oh, that's cool.
It's a great movie. I just went to it in theaters again for the
third one.
Yeah, they did like the 20th anniversary in theaters.
Wow.
It was like a surreal experience. I experienced all the emotions that 9-year-old me had in the theater. Again, it was great. Okay, here's a double question. What's a movie that should get a sequel but has not had one, and what's something that should never have a sequel under any circumstances ever?
It should have a sequel. I'm gonna go with Titanic. Actually, if they made a movie about the sinking of the Lusitania in World War I, that'd be pretty cool. You could call it Titanic too, because it kind of was like the Titanic in that a ship sunk. and a lot of people died.
Wow.
But it was not like the Titanic in that it wasn't an iceberg, it was a German submarine that killed the ship. So, if any movie people are watching and need ideas, there you go.
I think, man, we could use another The Meg movie. I love those movies.
Any Jason Statham,
I know.
to be honest with you.
Any Jason Statham movie.
Yeah.
It's always the same movie. You know, it's like, oh, I used to work in the military, but now I'm just a guy. And then a call to action. Hero, we need you for something. Like, oh, okay, I don't want to do this. They're like, please. He's like, all right, fine. My higher moral code says I have to do this. I don't know why he's like kind of like Australian or Kiwi or something like that.
But that's basically it.
And then he just kills everybody.
Yeah.
Or all the sharks.
Great movies.
Yeah. It's kind of like the modern Indiana Jones. You know, when it's not like each movie is a
Continuation.
Yeah, it's not so much a continuation. The character gets older, but beyond that, it's kind of like there's always new characters in each Indiana Jones. So, wow, I just stumbled upon Jason Statham is the Indiana Jones of our time.
Wow.
Wait, the other part of the question is what movie should never get a sequel?
Yeah. Robin Hood Men in Tights. I'd prefer if that one's just
the way.
The one. Yeah. There's a lot of war movies that probably shouldn't.
Yeah. Saving Private Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to get to that.
Oh no. Stay tuned till the end.
Hidalgo. I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad if they ever did another Hidalgo. That movie is perfect.
That's a great
That's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Remember one time when I was younger, I made an edit of the Sandstorm part, and I just put Sandstorm, like the song, over it as a soundtrack.
That's the
I was so proud of myself.
Wow. Okay. Here's our last question before we move on to our final segment, where we will talk about some sequels and we'll pitch them. What was the most recent original movie or TV show you watched that you really liked? So not a reboot, but just something totally original that's recent.
I pretty much just watch documentaries these days. I don't even know what movies I've seen that aren't. I saw Superman. Obviously, that's a redo. What was that one with Hugh Grant and Heretic, where like the Mormon girls walk up to the house? That one started out pretty cool.
Started great, and then it got silly.
Yeah, and then it got really silly. But that was, I think, the most intrigued I've been in a movie in a while, at least at the beginning of it.
The best, like half to 2/3.
Yeah,
that was really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I've enjoyed a couple newer TV shows. Like I just watched through Ted Lasso. That was a great show.
I guess I did just watch the first 2 episodes of Alien Earth,
Oh.
which is an alien TV show.
That's what we have to talk about, is everything becoming a TV show. Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Alien. Should just turn C-SPAN into a TV show.
Marvel should just be a TV show at this point.
They did, didn't they?
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Like immediately after it. Okay. Jason Statham should have his own TV show.
Should have his own network.
You know, those are probably, like, as far as original movies, I don't know, we kind of have touched on the point that they're not really originals because they're all the same, sort of, but Jason Statham movies, which is like a good old, like, action flick that's the same as the other action flicks.
Yeah.
There's some...
John Wick.
Just keep going solid with those.
There's a gentle cry for violence.
Did you guys see Free Guy? I think that was it. With it's like the...
Is that Ryan Reynolds?
I think so. And it's like he's a video game character and he's trying to escape the world or something like that. That was a great movie. That maybe I'll pitch that as one of my favorite recent original movies. Just like a comedy action flick that was like exactly that. Just funny and entertaining.
I feel like I need to see a list of big movies.
Wow, I've never seen like any of these.
Name.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
I've heard of that.
I've never even heard of that. No Country for Old Men.
It's fantastic.
Haven't seen it. The Lord of the Rings trilogy. Have seen it. The Departed.
I need to watch
Good movie.
Have not seen it.
The Departed.
Pan's Labyrinth.
That's an interesting movie.
It's a good one. Memento. Never heard of it.
Oh, I need to watch that.
You haven't seen that?
Is that the first
It's a
Christopher Nolan movie? I need to watch that.
Oh. Got The Dark Knight. Oh, those are movies that we didn't talk about. Wow. How do we not think of? I feel like The Dark Knight is like a pretty obvious better sequel.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Than the OG Batman. Gladiator. Talked about that. Brokeback
Castaway.
Mountain. Have not seen
Castaway
that.
2.
Castaway 2.
City of God. Have not seen that.
Apocalypto was
There
pretty
Will
cool.
Be Blood. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Have you seen There Will Be Blood?
No, I haven't seen like any of these. I've never even heard of any of these.
There Will Be Blood is one of those that you watch one time in your life. At least to me.
Wow, WALL-E is one of the top 20. I don't know. This is just the list that Google just popped up with right away as the top 20 movies, but there's more than 20 movies. So
War of the Worlds is getting more and more. It's apparently getting worse and worse because there was an older one and then there was a Tom Cruise one and now there's an Ice Cube one.
Yeah.
And apparently the sort of tagline for the movie is "It's worse than you think." I don't think I'm making that up. I'm pretty sure the tagline is "It's worse than you think," and I can't tell if they're talking about the movie in a self-aware way or if they're talking about this alien invasion
situation.
wow,
Oh, brother, where art thou?
that's a great movie. Shouldn't get a sequel.
Yeah, but it's sort of a
I wonder if a movie
reboot.
has ever done more for a genre of music than
Oh, no
Art Thou
kidding.
did for bluegrass.
Wow.
It brings bluegrass back. Absolutely.
Check
Remember
out-
the zombie movie craze?
Dude, those are some of my favorite movies ever. Reboots with zombies, like Pride and Prejudice versus zombies.
That was a great-
It's one of the greatest movies. Or Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter is unironically one of my favorite movies. Like, it's actually really cool. If you like seeing Abraham Lincoln run around killing vampires, it's a cool movie.
Did you guys ever see Spirit? The
No.
horse movie?
No,
Oh, man. What a great movie.
I hate animal movies.
Yeah.
I like animals.
You hate animals and nature and you love plastic bags and CO2.
I've just never, like, I know that there's some good ones apparently, but I've just never gotten into, like, besides Hidalgo. Hidalgo is the only movie about a horse that I like.
Did you ever see War Horse?
No.
Oh. Interesting.
Should I?
Yeah.
Have you seen Troy?
Yeah.
There's a horse in that one.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Or I guess Lord of the Rings.
There's
It's
horses.
Shadow
Horses. We just fact checked you live. How does that feel?
Dang it. I'm a hypocrite. Okay. Okay, let's move into our final segment of today, where we're just going to pitch some things. We're going to call this segment "I Don't Want to Move On," and we're going to pitch some movies that we think probably should have moved on and that did move on, but we don't want to move on from. So we're going to pitch the sequel to Titanic, Saving Private Ryan, The Lord of the Rings, and Star Wars Christmas Special.
Wow.
Oh,
I feel like
so
we've
we're-
already covered Titanic.
We're
did
pitching
you
it.
pitch me the sequel?
Okay,
Like,
picture this. So you know how people like the Titanic? That was
Yeah.
a movie about a ship, and then people died, right? So if they made a movie about the sinking of the Lusitania, it's also a ship. Also, a lot of people died, but it's even bigger and the stakes are higher because instead of just
There's two love stories on this ship.
there's two different love stories.
Yeah.
There's a love quadrangle.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then there's a German submarine, so it's like there's a villain.
And maybe some of the sailors in the submarine are also in love.
There
So
you
it's
go.
just like a love story killing other people's love story potentially.
Exactly.
Wow.
It's too big to fail.
It's amazing. Ridley Scott.
Just
Ridley
like
Scott,
Titanic.
Just plug Ridley Scott in and let him go.
Yeah.
I've never seen the first Titanic, so I imagine the sequel would be good too. Okay, Saving Private Ryan sequel. Pitch it, Jesse.
Okay. So it's so finally wrapped up.
Maybe Ryan like falls out of the airplane on his way home, and they have to save him again. And maybe it turns into Castaway.
No, remember there's a scene in Saving Private Ryan where they find the wrong Private Ryan, and they tell him that his brother has been killed, but his brother's like 8 years old. So maybe the sequel is that guy. He's wandering through Nazi-occupied France to get back to some airport that can send him home. Well, first he's got to get wounded just right. He's got to get like shot in the butt or something, the $1 million wound. Then he goes home and he begins this really normal quest to find his, what was like 8 or 9 year old little brother. Wow. But when he goes home, his little brother's not there. Is he out in the field? Where is he?
Wow.
And that the little kid,
good movie.
He's very, sort of isolationist. He's very introverted. He's very private. Young Ryan.
Yeah.
And he's the older brother is trying to bring this young kid into extroversion just a little bit, maybe a touch of extroversion will help him out in life.
Yeah.
So the movie's called Saving Private Ryan.
It's just him teaching his brother how to be more outgoing.
Yeah. Or maybe it could be called Making Public Ryan.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ridley Scott.
Wow. That's good.
Starring
Hugh Jackman
and Gladiator 2, Internet's boyfriend right now.
Pedro Pascal
and Hugh Jackman.
Wow.
Hugh Jackman's little brother. And he's ripped. He just got done with Wolverine. And Pedro Pascal is coming home.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
Too big to fail. What's the other one, Joe?
Lord of the Rings.
Pitch it.
Okay. Let me think here. Okay, so yeah, they destroy the One Ring. Everyone goes home. Okay. So then, right, Frodo is on the ship sailing into the west. They land on this, like, they're sailing and sailing. They fall over the edge of the world. Everything goes dark. They wake up and Jack Sparrow is there. And he's like talking to himself and like
licking,
trying to like, he's licking rocks. Things. He's trying to like figure out,
fish, mate.
Like how to get back. And then Frodo and whoever else is on the boat, you got Gandalf there, Elrond, Galadriel. No, was Galadriel on that boat with them? Yeah. And Bilbo. And they just they join Jack Sparrow's crew and they sail back to Middle Earth with the Silmaril. And then they become the new Ariandel that's like in the sky. Because you know how like the star
Pirates of the Middle
is actually just Ariandel with the Silmaril. And so they like fight him and they take the Silmaril and then they become the star.
I'd watch it.
When you said they were going to sail west, I really thought that you were going to have them get a job in a mine in like Butte, Montana. And then they're fighting Gilded Age America. They end up getting in trap. You got like Frodo and all these people, and they get stuck at the company store making just enough income to buy more things at the company store. And they're like, there's a ring of aristocracy that we must destroy.
That'd be a good one as well, actually. Wow. Yeah, good movie.
Yeah.
Okay, last
Ridley
one.
Scott.
Star Wars Christmas special. Wow. Thanksgiving? I don't know. We go with another holiday.
Just do a different holiday.
Like 4th of July, Independence Day. I guess that would kind of work for Star Wars, right?
Well, did they already do a Star Wars Christmas
topple
special?
the Empire.
They did.
Oh.
Yeah. Have you not seen it?
Is it White Christmas?
It's phenomenal.
It's
a movie.
Oh.
It's something else.
What happens in that movie?
What doesn't happen in that movie?
It's kind of like a coked out fever dream.
Who made this? Who's
George Lucas in like the 80s.
Really?
It's a very...
With like the cast from the original?
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's kind of
How are you guys not
maybe
talking about
worth
this
a
more
watch.
often? Why doesn't William talk about this every day?
It's sort of like an
This is
unspoken
crazy.
rule. I think that it doesn't get talked about that much. Like you can bring it up.
William's the king of speaking about unspoken rules, though.
Yeah. But this one is like sort of untouchable. It's like
He's the king at
You
touching
can-
the untouchable.
you can watch it. Like you're kind of obligated to watch it if you're really a true Star Wars fan. And then
Yeah.
you just kind of like,
and you just tuck it under the rug.
all right, I saw it. I can say that it was weird and bad, but I can't attack it in the same way I could say 7, 8, and 9.
So, do they travel to Earth and experience the meaning of Christmas, only to find out that the meaning of Christmas was inside them
Doesn't
the whole
it take
time?
place on Kashyyyk?
It does. It takes place on the Wookiee planet, and
Okay.
they're celebrating Life Day.
Okay.
And
Is there like a tree?
mhm,
Is
Yeah,
there like
there's
red
a
and
tree
white
and there's
Santa
presents.
robes?
there's presents. There's little baby Wookiees. And then, if I remember correctly, it's been a while.
This is not animated, right? This is
Well,
No.
funny you should say that, because it starts out live action and then it inexplicably becomes animated halfway
It's-
through.
We should definitely watch it at some
Oh,
point.
man.
If you haven't seen it, it might be a good Christmas time movie.
apparently I have so many questions, but I also don't know if I want to give that much of my life to this,
It's
except
funny
for a brief
because-
explanation.
Something people don't know is that there's a TopHouse Christmas holiday special.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something they'll
That's
continue
true.
to not
Also
know.
got scrubbed
Yeah.
from the world.
It stays live action the whole way through, though.
Well, anyways, I guess this concludes our.
Hold on, but we still need to pitch Star Wars Christmas.
Oh, Lord, like Thanksgiving.
Do they go back to Kashyyyk?
Maybe they're on like another planet. Maybe it's on Naboo, and they have to pardon the Thanksgiving Gungan.
Thanks, Gungan. They just return to thank the Gungans for their part in that battle in the Phantom Menace.
There you go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
Thanks.
they never really did like resolve the thanks for that. I guess they kind of did because there's the end scene and they have the ball.
They
of
all
light.
dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was just like a one. Maybe that's the marking day of Thanks Gungan Day.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's the Gungans, Abraham Lincoln, Pilgrims all sit down, celebrate.
Yeah. Directed by Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott,
Okay.
Pedro Pascal is Jar Jar Binks.
There you go.
Well, everyone, thanks
Jack
for
is
listening.
Pedro Pascal.
We are Top House. This has been the Top House podcast. Wow.
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 Enlightening.
Double wow.
Don't forget.
Just don't.
Don't forget.
Don't forget.